Hey, good morning. It's Alex Goad here, best-selling author and coach, and I want to take a couple of minutes to talk to you about something that I notice a lot in people when I encounter them in business settings and training settings and seminars. And what I'm talking about is that they're not experiencing the level of success that they want, and they're not able to get out of their own way, and they either feel like they have no mojo or they've lost their mojo. Well, here's the number one underlying factor that I see behind all of that kind of situation. And it's what I call a broken success mechanism. So the idea of a success mechanism is something that was created by Dr. Maxwell Maltz, who was the hyper best-selling author, 30 million copies of the self-help book Psycho-Cybernetics, which, by the way, I very highly recommend. If you want to read something different and interesting that might give you some new aspects to look at, Psycho-Cybernetics, great book. So anyways, this plastic surgeon turned self-help guru made this the theory that as human beings, we are like a program that is a goal-striving mechanism. AKA, in order to be happy, in order to fulfill ourselves, in order to be doing what we're supposed to be doing, we need to have a whole bunch of goals and objectives. Not only that, but we need to strive towards the accomplishment of those goals and objectives, and we need to, in order to do so, we need to use our skills, we need to use our courage, we need to use our resources and take the idea that we've got in our mind and then go and materialize it in reality. So that's goal striving. Now, when your goal striving mechanism is in full force, that's when you have a healthy success mechanism. And when it's not in full force, when it's broken, that's when you have a dysfunctional success mechanism. And when you have a dysfunctional success mechanism, it doesn't matter almost anything that you set your mind to, you tend to fall short, you tend to give up long before you ever get there, and you tend to get this feeling eventually that you just are ineffectual and can't get things done. So this is what plagues so many different people. Now, here's how you detox that success mechanism, okay? The number one thing that people do that damages their success mechanism is that they overpromise and they underdeliver. And they do this almost systematically. And I notice this when I go to conferences or when I spend a bunch of time with people, including clients of mine, is that their mouth talks too quickly and their mouth makes sounds and words and promises before their brain has actually processed the information. And so what happens with that is that they end up saying either to themselves or to other people that they're going to do X, Y, Z. And they end up making so many different promises and having so many different aspirations that they can't possibly accomplish all of them. And what tends to happen is that they actually accomplish very few of them. Because what happens in time when you do this over-promising and under-delivering thing, even if you do it just with yourself, is that your success mechanism starts to become faulty in the sense that it doesn't accept the commands that you send to it as commands. It accepts them as suggestions. So then your life becomes a collection of suggestions and maybes and we'll see what happens instead of hard yeses, hard nos, and real commitments to anything. So what's the solution to this? Well, in this very short video, I'm not going to go into the long solution, but here's the short solution. It's to remove everything from your plate, everything that you've promised to yourself or to somebody else. Now, of course, if you've made important promises to other people or to yourself, keep them. But I'm talking about the unimportant stuff, the stuff that's been done kind of by accident, the stuff that happened because your mouth made a commitment before your brain could process the information. Well, get all of that off the table. And start with having just one day where you do exactly what you say you're going to do. Maybe if you're really down in the dumps, maybe in that day, what you do is absolutely nothing. So you get up in the morning and you say, today I'm going to do absolutely nothing. And then, if at the end of the day you've done absolutely nothing, you've actually fulfilled your goal. It wasn't a very high scale goal, I'll agree with you on that one, but at least you've stopped breaking your success mechanism. Maybe the next day you make a small commitment, one small commitment, and you fulfill that commitment, and then you build on that. You make a bigger commitment. You make a larger number of commitments. But the important thing is that at the end of the day, you can go back and measure and say, did I do what I said I was going to do? And if you find that regularly you do what you say you're going to do, then that means that your success mechanism, your goal-striving mechanism is becoming healthy again. And when you nurture that goal-setting mechanism, it becomes kind of like high-stakes poker. You can make a higher and higher ante, you can make bigger and bigger bets, and you can win more and more often. And so that's how you get back to the big boys table, is by building slowly on small commitments, redeeming all of them, systematically accomplishing everything that you say that you're going to do. And one of the other effects that's going to happen with that is that your mouth is going to stop activating itself before your brain processes the information, and you're going to become a person that is incredibly congruent with yourself and with everybody around you. And when you do that, your success mechanism will be well on its way to be world class. So that's how you detox your success mechanism, and it's my little spiel for today. So I'm Alex Goad, thanking you for watching this video and reminding you that the way you live today is the way you live every day. So make it count. Thanks for watching.